Sign it, Olivia. Your sister needs this more than you. My father's voice cut through the room, ice cold as he shoved the transfer papers across the table. Around us, the graduation party buzzed with chatter and laughter. None of it ours. My mother stood beside him, one hand on my sister Kate's shoulder, both of them staring at me like I was just another hurdle in their plan. I looked down at my MIT diploma, still crisp in its leather holder, then at the stack of papers demanding I give up everything I'd built. My heart pounded, but my hands didn't shake as I pushed the documents back across the table. No, I said quietly. My father's face darkened. This isn't a request. Kate's startup failed. She needs a second chance. Your little coding projects can help her. Little coding projects. That's what they always called my work. Never mind the innovation award I won or the fact that my AI security system had caught the attention of major tech companies. To them, I was still the quiet daughter, expected to clean up after my more ambitious sister. Kate smirked, flaunting her designer watch, probably funded by our parents. Come on, Liv. It's not like you're doing anything serious with it. I've got real business experience. Business experience. Her failed fashion app had burned through $200,000 in 6 months. Those patents are mine, I said firmly. I created the AI system, spent 2 years refining it. I'm not signing anything. My father grabbed my diploma holder and tore the certificate in half. The sound snapped through the restaurant like a gunshot. Ungrateful brat. You dare disobey us after everything we've done for you. I didn't flinch. Everything you've done for me? Yes. You mean the student loans I took out on my own? The jobs I juggled while Kate got free credit cards? That everything? Don't you dare, my mother hissed. Your sister has vision. You just sit behind a computer. Those patents are wasted on you. I stood smoothing my gown. Then we're done here. Walk away, and you're no longer part of this family, my father warned. I met their stares. My father clutching the torn diploma, my mother seething, Kate smug. And for the first time in years I felt free. I was never part of this family. I was your backup plan for Kate's mistakes. How dare you? Kate screeched as I turned and walked away. What they didn't know, what they'd never bothered to ask, was that Microsoft had reached out months ago. I'd met with their acquisition team yesterday. My little coding project was about to become a $50 million deal. I stepped outside and dialed a number. Professor Martinez. Yes, they tried exactly what we expected. Paperwork's ready. Meetings tomorrow. In a shop window, I saw my reflection, still in my graduation gown but standing taller than ever. Tomorrow, Microsoft would make their announcement. But tonight I had other plans. Back at my apartment, my real support system, Emma, Jack, and the study group, were waiting with pizza and champagne. These were the people who'd seen every late night, every broken line of code, every win. As I climbed the stairs, my phone buzzed. Dad. You're making a huge mistake. Mom. Think about your sister's future. Kate. You'll regret this. I could have made your dumb app successful. I silenced my phone without a word. They'd find out soon enough. Emma met me at the door and pulled me into a hug. They did it, didn't they? He nodded. Down to tearing the diploma. Everything ready for tomorrow. Press release, contracts, and champagne. He grinned. Miss Future Millionaire, the tech world won't know what hit it. For the first time that day I laughed. The next morning I sat in Microsoft's conference room, my torn diploma tucked into my bag like a battle scar. Sarah Matthews, the lead from their acquisition team, smiled as she slid the contract across the table. $50 million. You'll stay on as lead developer for 3 years. Ready to sign. I picked up the pen. No coercion, no guilt, no shame. Just power. And I signed. Just one last question, I asked. The press release goes out immediately after signing, right? Sarah nodded. Correct. We've already coordinated with major tech outlets. Your security system is exactly what the market needs right now. This will be breaking news within the hour. I signed my name with steady hands, each stroke a declaration of independence from my family's control. As Sarah gathered the final paperwork, my phone buzzed. The leak had happened. The first call was from Kate. I declined it without hesitation. Then came the texts one after another. Kate. What the hell? $50 million. Kate. You have to share this with the family. Kate. Mom. We need to talk. As a family. Mom. Your father is very upset. Mom. You owe your sister a chance to be part of this. I silenced my phone and slipped it into my bag. Sarah led me to the press conference, where cameras flashed as I shook hands with Microsoft's CEO. I delivered my prepared statement clearly and confidently, outlining how I would revolutionize cybersecurity for small businesses. By that afternoon, my face was everywhere. MIT graduates AI innovation acquired for $50 million. Young female developer shakes up tech world. Microsoft's newest rising star, Olivia Parker. Outside the building, Emma was waiting, holding up her tablet. You're trending, she grinned. And guess who's been blowing up my phone? My family. Your sister called 6 times. Claimed she was your business partner and demanded access to your contracts. I didn't even blink. And my parents. Emma raised an eyebrow. Your dad left a voicemail. He said there must be some mistake, that there's no way you pulled this off alone. He wants his lawyers to review the deal. We headed back to my apartment, where Jack had transformed the living room into a celebration zone. Balloons, champagne, laughter. Then my phone rang, an unfamiliar number. Picked it up. Olivia, darling. My grandmother's voice, warm and full of pride, filled my ear. I just saw the news. I always knew you were brilliant. Even when your parents didn't. Tears welled in my eyes. Grandma had secretly bought me my first computer at 12 when no one else cared. Thanks, Grandma. That means everything. Your grandfather would be proud. He always said you had his inventor's spirit. Your parents are here causing a scene. Insisting you must have tricked Microsoft. Decide. Of course they are. Don't worry, I told them the truth. I've watched you work for years while they threw money at Kate's failures. They're just realizing what they lost. After our call, I checked my messages again. Classmates, professors, investors. One subject line stood out. From MIT to Microsoft. The hidden story of tech's newest millionaire. TechWave magazine. Emma peeked over my shoulder and grinned. They want to do a cover story. I nodded, smiling. Maybe some quiet girl out there, coding in her room while her family ignores her, will see it and realize she's worth something. Emma placed a hand on my shoulder. You're finally telling your story. On your terms. I opened my laptop to reply to the magazine. The party continued around me. Real laughter, real support drowning out the constant buzzing of missed calls and guilt trap messages. The next week, the interview was scheduled at Grandma's house. A deliberate choice. As the photography crew set up in her sunlit study, surrounded by old trophies and science fair ribbons, I heard voices outside. Familiar ones. My parents had arrived. But this time I wasn't the one answering the door. They're here, Grandma said, peeking through the curtains. Right on schedule. My parents and Kate stormed up the path exactly as I predicted. Dane, the magazine journalist, raised an eyebrow. Are they part of the interview? They're about to be, I replied, smiling. Keep recording. The front door flew open. My father led the charge. This ends now, Olivia. You're making a mockery of this family. Please do explain how my success mocks you, I said calmly, gesturing to Dane. I'm sure the readers would love to hear your thoughts. They froze, eyes locking on the cameras and recorders. Kate's face drained of color when she recognized the TechWave logo on Dane's notebook. You planned this, my mother accused, voice trembling. You set us up. No, Mum. I'm just done hiding. You tried to force me to sign over my patents. You tore up my diploma. Let's talk about that. I turned to Dane. My family believes success only matters if it comes from their chosen child. Olivia, stop this now, my father snapped. But Grandma stepped between us. No, Gregory. You stop. I've watched you ignore Olivia's brilliance for years. You threw money at Kate's every whim while Olivia worked part-time jobs to fund her research. And now that she's succeeded, you want to rewrite history. Not happening. Kate scoffed, but panic flickered in her eyes. You're just jealous because I was supposed to be the successful one. You stole my chance. Your chance. I laughed. You mean the fashion app that lost $200,000? Or the social media startup that never made it past a pitch deck? What exactly did I steal, Kate? Dane's recorder captured every word. My father's tone softened, switching tactics. Sweetheart, we only want what's best for the family. Let's talk privately. Like how you privately tried to coerce me into giving up my patents. I pulled out my torn diploma. Or privately destroyed this. The photographer snapped a shot just as I held it up. Perfect visual for the article. Miss Parker, Dane interjected. Would you say your family's attitude drove your success? I looked at them, my father still fuming. My mother pale with embarrassment. Kate red-eyed and fidgeting. Actually, yes, I said. Every time they dismissed my work as little coding projects, I pushed harder. Every time they funded Kate's failures and left me to struggle, I became more resourceful. They showed me exactly what not to become. You ungrateful, Kate began, but Grandma cut her off. Enough. Olivia has an interview to finish. Unless you'd like to tell the readers how you tried to steal her patents. They left in silence, Kate still muttering about family loyalty while my father practically dragged her to the car. Dane turned to me, eyebrows raised. That was intense. Are you okay? Better than okay, I said, genuinely smiling. That was the last tie I needed to cut. The article dropped a month later. Tech's rising star. The truth behind Olivia Parker's $50 million breakthrough became the magazine's most read feature. The photo of my torn diploma, framed beside my Microsoft contract, spread across social media like wildfire. Messages flooded in, young coders sharing similar stories, parents confronting their own biases, tech conferences asking me to speak. Kate attempted to launch a rival company, but this time without my parents' money, it collapsed in weeks. My parents made several reconciliation attempts, wrapped in talk of family unity and shared success. I declined them all. Instead, I started a scholarship fund for underrepresented students in tech, named after my grandmother. Microsoft's faith in my AI system proved right. Within 6 months, I security protected thousands of small businesses. A year later, I sat in my corner office overlooking the Seattle skyline, my framed TechWave cover proudly displayed on the wall. My phone buzzed. A text from Emma. Your sister's giving interviews claiming she was your inspiration. Want me to send receipts? I laughed and replied. Let her talk. Success speaks for itself. Grandma's words from the article had become my personal mantra. Success isn't about proving others wrong. It's about proving yourself right. I looked out at the skyline, grateful for every setback, every betrayal, every attempt to hold me down. They didn't break me. They built me. And the quiet girl with a little coding project. She had just changed the game.